Hi everybody, welcome back to Hustle House Performance Automotive. In this week's video, we're going to be working on a 1978 Ford Bronco that we purchased a couple years ago in a junkyard, where she sat for 13 years. 13 years! She thought she was retired. No. We're going to make her a daily driver, we're going to put her back on the road, and we're going to start putting her back to action, you know, where she's got to do some hard work. But she does come with a lot of good features, is the reason why we bought her. She's got a 351 modified in her. Then she's four-wheel drive, because you're going to need that in PA with all the potholes and the mud and all the stuff you want to play in, you know, extra fun curricular stuff. And then the best parts of this vehicle, the reason why I loved it so much, is because she's a 4-speed on the floor, which I absolutely love. So let's go ahead and take a walk around this thing and see what all we're actually going to have to get into of fixing her up and putting her back on the road and giving her the correct horsepower instead of being like a gerbil, doing nothing. She's a late 78 model, like I said. I got the square headlights going on, not the round ones. That looks good on some vehicles, but not for this big girl. The junkyard used her as a plow up there for quite a few years before she sat, and we got fortunate enough that there's no damage. So far, I don't see nothing that would have, you know, it have hit or affected, except for this maybe little thing here, and I don't even know what that was from. It could be just like a little flaw. But we like it, we're gonna keep it that. This chalky look right here on this thing, I think it fits. I think it's perfect color. She looks good. No reason to shine her up. She ain't a show pony, she's a work pony. That's what we're gonna do. The casings, you can definitely tell, are just destroyed. They won't take air. They really suck. They got a lot of tread, but they're definitely dry rotted and not gonna work for us. Lock in and out hubs, they definitely work. We already tested that out. Gotta make sure, you know, we're all safe in the mud and potholes and stuff in PA. Mirror might have took a little dang dead tree, who knows, you know, it's right there. But this side's all that matters and it still works, so we're gonna go and leave it that way. Gonna overlook it, never happened. We're gonna acknowledge that, you know, that's there, but we're just gonna overlook that until we can't get a sticker in the window, and then we might have to, you know, get to it. But for now, she doesn't exist. We had the race trim right here that someone looks like they clipped right off. It's a very professional cut. Looks like it was all the way around here, up through here, and may have caused some of this. Not sure. But they took it off price, and it looks like trim that's just customized. Who doesn't like modified or customized? We're gonna leave it though. Leave it alone. And the tailgates. Let's say, not much damage, not very bad. But it's not a golf cart. But, you know, that's the addition we got, you know?
4.
The bumper, that is very rare to see in PA. It is mint. We love it. Probably clean it up. That might be the only thing we shine on this thing. The back window, we're not too sure about that. We might have to dress that, going up and down so we can open it up. We're not sure. We can tell that definitely birds are not a fan of Fords. Ooh, what is that? Is that like a dingleberry thing?
That's a boulder. That's a boulder.
Well, it looks like someone might have done the caved and paved thing and deleted the tire rack, because I ain't got one. I need one. Gonna have to put one back on there, so that might be doable. And this thing's gonna be very safe, and it's gonna drive pretty good because we plan on towing our camper with it, which we also don't have a hitch. That's a must, kinda. So. I could do without this copper look here, but you know, if I ain't looking at it, I'm inside driving. Why do I care?
What is that?
Oh, that's a nice little pine tree that is like vanilla.
Vanilla Romer from 1988? That's what I'm thinking it is.
That might make her go faster. I'm loving the cracks. I think it's history. I think we should just leave her there. No need to pick at it or peel it off. I mean, I think I already did that right there. Oops. Not too much to fix outside. Just clean her up a little bit, get rid of some of that green stuff, but...
What? That green stuff stays, sweet mama.
Oh, look at the pinstriping. Look at that. I forgot about that. That is definitely...
Ma'am.
All right, guys. Well, let's take a look inside. Oh, it does smell so good.
Vanilla Roma.
Oh, yeah. 2 of them. Might want to put 3 in here. Made it smell like a cake.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, I love the seats. I don't care if they clean up or not. They'll probably stay that way. We'll wipe them down a little bit. Look at that big stick, baby. And a shifter on the floor. Oh, I like it. I think I can live with that. Yeah. She looks fine every other way. Radio. I'm sure a speaker or 2 works. That's all we need. As long as that heater blows, that's all I care about in here.
What's that button?
And the gas cage.
Don't touch it!
Oh, I was told don't touch it. I don't even know why I bothered.
Oh, guys, you know the problems you have with that little switch right there on these Broncos. Have you ever been experienced with that little switch running your back window up and down? Sometimes it comes halfway down and gets stuck, and then it's got to rain, or it stays up and you can't get the tailgate open to get your groceries out. So yeah, you touch that thing right there as little as possible.
That one?
But don't touch it. What is that, a Jensen? Holy moly, AM and FM, dual purpose. It's got auto something. Anyway, it's the best that was ever made. It's a Jensen.
Hey, as long as this thing works to sit there and you charge up the rest of it, we're all right.
Yeah, we got to charge the
stays
rest
up,
of it.
no
Yep.
rattling.
It's a custom. Tells you right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just ordinary, it's custom.
And look at that. Beautiful. I like the color.
I
That's
do too. Quite the accent. Kind of reminds you of the roof, huh?
How about your speakers? You really like the speakers?
I can dig them. Period correctness. You know, I'm all about old school.
It's not like it's a big, huge Pioneer sitting right here. You know how stereo it is. It's perfect.
Yeah, well, it's a Kraco, so you know it's quality, you know? And it's upside down, so.
Well, if we take this out here and we put Chevelle's bed right there, we should be able to have her all hooked up with our food back there, and it's totally camping game on. I think it'll be perfect.
Does she really have to go, honey? It's got a little consolette here, which is
Use a ratchet strap.
very sturdy. Very.
We can ratchet strap that down later. Don't want to rattling.
You see no critters down in there. This thing probably need glued on at some point. Yeah. Yep. Oh, there's a knob. It's got all the knobs. What's this for? I don't know. But we got one. If we need it, got this thing. That's very important.
Definitely got extras.
Yep. Got to have
Where
that.
the screws come from. I don't know, but I really like my captain seats. I really do. Look how easy.
Look at that.
Ejecto-cito, so easy. Put it back down? Not so much.
So much room for activities in here.
Yes.
The floor. Well, I mean, when I say floor, I mean the garage floor, not the Bronco floor. She needs a little bit of loving, a little bit of tension.
Hey, look, we might need a fire extinguisher.
This side's no different. Yeah.
A little hookup.
Somebody was prepared, much more than what we are.
By the way, baby, I don't think I want to wash the windows. They're too big. There's a lot of them.
Don't do it. Don't find yourself cleaning them windows, honey.
All right, how about the motor?
What's that?
What we got?
Wait.
You're picking on mine.
What is that? Is that a mirror?
Of course, naturally. I'm going to clean up a little bit. Blow the dust off of it.
Oh, girl.
It'll be just fine.
Look at the dirt flying everywhere.
Yeah, should be good.
All right, well, let's go look at the real work that needs done here.
Power.
Yeah. Yep.
Honey, talking to you is so much easier. I love talking to you. Are you still recording?
Yes. Smell that stale fuel, would you?
You're looking at my metal just laying there.
Yeah. Well, there's half the hood laying there. She's not doing so good up here in the hood area, you know.
That's just paint.
Yeah, that's all right.
Don't worry about that,
And
yeah.
up here, I mean, like a strong wind would probably blow this hood skin right off. But somehow, we have got to attach that because I want to put a different hood on it and then the paint be a different color, you know?
Yeah, that would look really stupid. But for now, you can't see it on the outside.
Right, so we got to rig it so it doesn't blow off while we're driving.
We should have at least a year's worth of driving in there.
What do you think about the carburetor, honey?
I think it stinks in here.
Yeah, so I smell stale fuel. Air cleaner busted in half.
Oh, no, she
No
didn't.
crack. It's okay.
She didn't really want to drive too good. She wanted to stay running.
This carbonator is totally shot. The accelerator pump screws are stripped out, so it leaks very badly all over the place. Brother Ed sponsored this build with a brand new, old Motorcraft carburetor for this thing. Is it Motorcraft or Holly?
I don't know. It's two bro. That's all I know. It looks
It's a
good.
2-barrel. It looks brand new. It's been on the shelf for quite a few decades. So,
Clean.
yeah, we got our hopes up that we can just bolt that on and everything will be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to factor our luck in that, or are we going to just pretend like it's going to work good?
My luck. Yeah.
Okay, your luck's better than mine. So we're going with her luck. We're going to bolt that carburetor on, and it's going to start and run just magnificently.
Fuel filters right here, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to put a couple fuel filters in it because, well, the tank probably has all kinds of stuff in it.
What are you doing?
Well, the valve covers are like the bolts are just finger tight in it, so we're going to try to tighten those up and do away with all this oil we got running all over the place, since it's like $50,000 a quart now.
Well, our to-do list is getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was that
Well,
long.
are we going to let them know the sad news about this engine right here?
We could, or we can just leave that part out.
No. We'll let you in on the skeleton in the closet here, guys. This thing knocks. It knocks a little bit. These 351 modifieds were kind of known for main bearing problems. They would eat the mains up, and I know a lot of old Ford guys around here, they would just throw a set of mains in it and put the oil pan back on it, and another 100,000 miles they'd go.
I think your brother's one of them, ain't he?
He's one of them.
He's the one told him to go for it.
Yep. So we're gonna roll a new set of bearings in it and a new oil pump, and we're just gonna act like it was never knocking ever once in its life, and it's gonna be fine, right, honey? It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be good.
We only have 3 miles to go both ways.
Yeah, 3 miles to the campsite and back. We'll be fine. The brakes, terrible. Terrible, horrible brakes on it. We bought some parts, but not nearly everything we need. We did not buy a master cylinder, nor did we buy front calipers because, well, they cost way too much.
We got the emergency brake, that's all that matters.
We got brand new emergency brake cables, and we can get her off the mountain with just the emergency brake. Yep.
That's all you need.
So I guess we'll start with maybe changing this carburetor out here and seeing if we can at least get it to stay running on its own.
I'd really like some better gas.
Yeah, the fuel's been in there since 2011, so I would say that it's probably just fine. We'll just go ahead and go with it. We'll put a couple extra filters on it to keep all the rust and everything out of the new carburetor.
We're probably safe to light a match. Probably won't even light. It's not even strong enough.
Yeah, we wonder why I don't really want to run so good, but that might have something to do with it. All right, well, you got your work clothes on, honey?
I'm about to go change. Get in my major uniform.
Okie doke. I'll be waiting on you.
Okay.
Era went and lied to y'all right off the bat. We did get a master cylinder for it. We'll be replacing it, but not the wheel cylinders or the calipers because, well, they cost too much. But we'll be putting some new brake hoses on it. Not that old one there. We got some new brake hardware for the back, new pads for the front, air filter, new bearings, rear main seal, oil pan gasket, emergency brake cables, lug nuts for the new wheels that you're not going to want to miss seeing on this thing, and the new old stock, mostly old, carburetor that my brother Ed gave me. Thanks, brother. I guess we'll start with that, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, then.
I start with the bling bling first.
Yeah. This carburetor he gave us looks a little different, honey. I don't know. Hope it works.
I just know it looks nice and clean.
Yeah.
And dirty.
I know we don't have a new gasket for it, so.
What?
Yep. No, we ain't got no new gasket.
There's cereal boxes back there.
Mm-hmm. You know the drill. This old Bronco's been passed around a little bit here in the small town of Dunbar, Pennsylvania, Fayette County, Pennsylvania, United States of America. I remember when I was young, it sat at a gas station out by the highway. I think it was their plow truck. And then I believe that the Undertaker in Dunbar had it for a while. Before it wound up at the Junkyard. And I'm talking like I was just a very young youngster, you know, back before I went to Vietnam. But yeah, this thing's been around forever, and this thing was always in much better shape than most Broncos around, you know. So it seemed like all the Ford heads wanted this thing, myself included. So when the junkyard got tired of looking at it, we just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and we sucked her up. Yep, can barely reach. Got to strain the pancreas to get these back ones. Look how the stub and all's coming out. That way it can torture me when I try to put them back in.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm no stranger to torture. What have we got back in here? Looks like some kind of heater thing for the choke thing. I see a wire on that. I wonder where the wire got to. It's clear over here, hanging out. Is that it? No, here it is. What's it all the way over here?
They're even connected?
Maybe that might have some drivability problem impact things.
Not even connected.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be over here, right?
Nice.
Yep. Okay, we'll put it on there on the new one. I mean, I'm struggling. Why ain't it coming out? Got my hip like almost dislocated in a position it's never been in before.
Maybe you're doing it right.
Yeah, well, bit my tongue once. I think I need to pull my pants up. It's getting cold back there. Don't look.
I was tempted.
You looked. See, I'm just making the wrench movements with the wrench. I don't even know if it's taking the nut off. I can't tell. I just keep swiveling it, you know, and I just, part of me just wonders if that nut's even turning at all. I don't know. Can't see nothing, you know. There we go.
You're so smart, honey.
Look what I can do, honey. Well, I hope that gasket seals because I don't have another one. We'll just tighten it down extra tight, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay, I got your permission. We're gonna have to reuse this fuel filter, which is a horrible idea, but we don't have another one, so. Yeah, let me over tighten this and strip these threads out.
No, mister.
So we can haul this carburetor junk out of the way. Tight as possible. Oh, that's so tight. Force it. Over tighten. Oh, did you hear the elbow crack? That means it's tight.
As long as it wasn't apart.
Thanks, honey.
Did you show you who's boss?
I did.
No need to measure.
Great. That's never gonna fit.
You're gonna get stabbed, mister.
I want to give her the warhol twist here. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. I guess some millimeter on there is far enough, right?
Yeah, hole's covered. That's all that matters.
All right, I don't want it, but I'm gonna have to curl underneath there and change that fuel filter. All right. Well, she's looking good, ain't she?
Nope.
No, you don't like that?
No. I like
She's got a little black tinge to her up in there. This looks like two-cycle oil up in there. The hose hooked into it, pretty dry rotted. You think we ought to do something about that, or just roll with it? What do you think? Probably a good time so we don't forget about it, huh?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to reach. I gotta do extra effort. I gotta do what's right, though. I always gotta do what's right, you know? Oh, I hope it goes in my eye. Good, please. Squirt me in the face. Thank you. Look at that.
Ew.
Man, it's awful thick looking, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna quit? Is it gonna stop?
You're pointing towards me, mister.
Okay. Put my finger in here so I can chop it off. Okay, pick this back up out of the dirt. 2 carb.
Thank God for directions.
Yeah. There's no gas that smells like this gas. It's in there right now.
Doesn't even smell like gas. It's gonna smell. I just can't.
It smells like moldy, wet socks that stepped in gas like 30 years ago. And now, Wish I could pull this off when I really can't. Mess with me now.
Yeah, I would have been trying to replace it soon. Oh yeah. See? It'd have been leaking anyways.
All right. Again, the 3/8 pipe with the 5/16 hose, trying to stretch it over it with no room for your hands to work. This ought to be very easy.
You can do it! You can do it!
Mercy. Who'd have thought putting the wrong size hose on would be so difficult? Keep her coming. Keep her coming. Don't push it back off. I know you want to ruin it for yourself, but don't do it.
A for effort.
I'm going to call that tight. Not because it's tight, but because I'm tired of trying.
Victory!
I guess we'll prime this carburetor so it's a little easier to start for the first time. Got a little bit of dirt in our gas. I'm sure I won't hurt anything down that carburetor. All right, honey, here we go. You excited?
I'm excited she stays running.
I can feel the disappointment already. Like a normal human vehicle now. How about that, honey?
Now I'm gonna put a full tank of gas in her and take her for a drive.
It just runs so much different now. I mean, it's like it changed the whole vehicle. Just vehicle. What a weird name.
Well, you should be able to move her wherever you want now.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't have to hold it to the floor and dump the clutch, move it 5 feet and start it up again and do the same thing.
And use that for the excuse.
I don't know how long that carburetor's been sitting, but it's doing pretty good. It's got a little bit of a dead spot on, accelerator pump, but I can adjust on that, or I can change the pump. It's all good. I think sits and idle's nice. Nothing's leaking.
And she had that I got rock to her.
It has like it's a new lease on life. So I'm gonna call that done. I did break the tube off of the heat riser for the choke. I'll have to address that someday, but for now, summer's coming. I ain't worried about no stinking choke. Brand new air filter. I mean, this thing's gonna be proud to be owned by us, honey. It's gonna be proud.
You just keep treating them better and better the more you do this.
Till we hook that 29 footer to it and get it stuck in the mud. Yep. Look what we can do.
Don't get me stuck alongside the road.
A little bit of dampness around these valve covers, but the gaskets are nice and thick looking. I showed you earlier, these things are like less than finger tight, so it says swapping in. I'm just going to tighten them up for now and see if that fixes it.
Well, guys, that's the end of the night, and it's getting late and cold. Fixed the carburetor, have no leaks there. You tightened up the valve pan gaskets, so that probably won't be leaking either. And it sounded pretty good. We're really excited and want to keep going, but unfortunately we're out of time. So we're gonna have to call it a night and get back on it tomorrow.
Can you smell it, honey?
I wish they could.
Just think if your salads and stuff smelled like that, and you had to eat it. Could you imagine? I mean, look at it. Would you look at it? I can't wait to cut this in half and then the gas just fly everywhere forever. Oh, that's all right. You can hit me if you want to. Sorry. Going forever.
Worked.
Nailed it.
Success.
This thing's like way too massive.
What's that smell? That don't smell like. What's that, brake fluid?
That's vintage.
We're all trying to figure out that smell
That
anyway.
stinks.
That's gas from like 1930.
It smells like there's what are them Hannah sausage, like juice, you know, that tanginess?
Yeah.
The tanginess of it, you know? Man. Yeah.
She needs some love. I mean, we got some like mufflers.
You know what's crazy
A little
though?
bit blown out here.
You know what's crazy is 2000s and 99 Dodges look sometimes worse than this. Just because it's Dodge, you know?
That's it. You're getting bleeped out. Ooh, you're leaking like a sieve, honey.
I'm like,
You better catch that in the jug. Might
Leaking
be able to
bad,
use that
like-
later for something else.
yeah. You ain't gonna get a start no vehicle with, I'll tell you that. I don't think it's
You
even-
start a burn pile.
I don't think it's flammable anymore.
I think these pipes is gonna hold up pretty good. I do. They just got a little discoloration to them, that's it. That sounds still good. Muffler's a little blown out. Might need definitely 2 of those. Definitely don't think we have those, do we, honey? Transfer case. Ugh. I think she's definitely gonna need filled up because she's had enough. Needs cleaned.
Dang it. But it's gonna be pouring the whole time and then they're pooping for 45 minutes. I'm gonna try and clean up this caliper a little bit. It's a little rusty. Maybe throw a little bit of paint on it.
Oh, I can see your face in the reflection of all that wonderful, it's like waterfall.
What a mess. Give me some more, please.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you very little.
Yeah, of course. You're probably gonna need one of these too.
What? Don't be breaking stuff. I've got no money, don't break nothing. What's the chances that thing's bent just right so it'll start with your fingers and not cross-thread?
What's the chances that that line that you're tightening right now needs replaced?
What are you doing down there, fella?
Taking it all off.
All right, well, this needs tightened up whenever you're done with all that. I'm gonna put this in here and I'm gonna complete this project right here. Because that's how I do it.
Can I get covered in gas while I'm here? There went that rust.
No way, you're supposed to keep the rust. This burger's so good. Is this your absolute favorite work to do?
If words could explain how much I love doing this.
Gas lines, brake lines, it's all the same, right?
I'm gonna put work through here, fella.
Cleanup crew. Looks good as one. Nice brand new lines.
Something in my eye. Oh, it's old gas.
What's the matter? Yep. Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody have so much trouble with this. You need me to help?
I can't do anything. I think somebody told me it was a 13/16 when they knew it was a 3/4.
Well, I think you got 2 different size line nuts on there.
Oh, it's a lot of shiny stuff up in there.
It's blend done.
They're gonna make it run faster. Stop
Stop
quicker.
slower.
Stop quicker.
You'll come off of there or you won't. That's all I got to say. Give me a hard time.
I shouldn't have even paid this piece of time to squeeze it out.
Is it possible to get diarrhea just from the smell of old gas? Is that what's giving it to me? Man, my stomach hurts. It stinks in here. I ain't kidding.
Burger King had nothing to do with it.
Like a buzzard off a manure wagon. So many smells. It's like, now I got asbestos mixed with that. And it smells like formaldehyde, asbestos, and old feet. That's why that won't come off. It's alright.
Like you're about to stab yourself.
Well, listen, sacrifices must be made sometimes. I'm willing to take a screwdriver to the face if I need to, you know? For the greater good. These things suck.
Well, look at that lovely paint job you gave it. Looks brand new.
Looks like it just came out of the box.
Oh yeah. Hopefully she performs that way.
Caliber's junk, but it looks good. Can you hear it, honey?
We're gonna hear a crunch.
Can you hear this thing laughing at me?
Oh. I thought you meant the crunch. I was like, way to go, Captain.
Why'd they all gotta laugh at me? Why they gotta make fun of me?
Squeeze.
I just want to cut the wire, you know?
Yeah.
Just want to cut it. There it is. Who's laughing now? Maybe his flashlight can hear his face. What was that thing? That would hurt too. You make me sick. My back hurts. Hate your guts. Yeah, good bask in the glory of.
Got it? Just worry about the noise that's coming from
A little victory dance, that's all. I'm entitled.
Daniel's a little concerned. Out there.
It's almost in there.
It's in the bag.
Come on. Oh, there it goes.
This back brake was holding up. Instead of buying a new wheel cylinder, we bought new brake hardware because it was cheaper. So we can be disappointed when the brake's still holding up after we fix it. Put it on up. Put it on up in there, fella.
Hey, check it out. It's that animal behind this brake.
Nah.
Yeah, that rat or something. No. I think that's what that is.
There's fur. Probably died from the smell of that gas.
Where?
I think. Whatever it is, it got hot and.
Well, at least it didn't start a fire. What is that? Is that a carcass you're holding?
Yeah, look, there's a foot. It's a foot.
What was you saying about gerbils?
I want to know what kind of animal that was.
Told you. She was running like she had gerbils in it. Spin around a wheel, not no horsepower.
Yeah, we might have to have a service.
Ah, jeez.
I got you new back scratcher. Hey, you need to poke a booger?
Probably do something with it there. Take the whole pump and all out.
Yeah.
Looks like a newer pump, but you can't really tell. You know? What's all this stuff?
Leakage.
Grease. Greasiness.
What was that?
It sounds like Mexican music. Bro. Got that done. Oh. Yep. What do I have to do to get it out of here? That's what I'm trying to ask.
That?
You got it?
Do I have it? I ain't got nothing. Smell that bolt. Tell me how it smells.
That bolt stinks. I can see how bad it stinks from here. Oh. Smell that, honey?
Ew.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't know why inside the motor bolts smell like
they
that.
stink bad.
You want to rip that one out and see if that's our lucky one?
Well, it is closest to the pump, so I would say probably one of the better looking ones. Yeah, a little bit of copper showing there, but
Not bad.
Oh my.
yep, that's okay. That's going to stay that way, you know. Ooh, she's a little copper top. She's seen better days.
It's more than a rainbow, I remember.
Well, it's got two grooves in it like that.
Like two different sets of bearings.
I'm not a Ford guy. I've never seen that like that. But hey, let's say it works. Don't knock it, you know. When you see the copper, that's not good. Not good. Not good copper. Copper color not good.
Tell that to scrap.
Must replace. When you do see the STD, that's not a sexually transmitted disease. That means it is standard sized. Make sure you check the size on the back of your existing bearing. Make sure you put the right stuff back in it. Got all that work done.
That one was kissed.
A little thrust bearing action there. Copper, not the good. Ow! Ow!
Now that's gonna make noise.
That's a headache. Look, the thrust bearing on the sides even.
For someone rebuilding that, that's a little too much.
I promise you. I can't promise it was rebuilt, but the rod caps are out of order, so I would say somebody was in there. I sure hope that ain't a rope one.
Nope, it's not. It's two-piece rubber.
Should be able to get her out of there again, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, everybody, we made it back. Another day, another dollar. We're back at it again like 2 weeks later, 45 hours and like 53 minutes. But he's on it, so that's all that matters.
On it like a bomb on a bologna sandwich. That razor blade just hit a different dimension or something. I don't know where it went. It went flinging out of my fingers, and now it's gone. It's on the floor. It's nowhere.
And watch, it'll be the one loudest rattle you have when you're on the road.
Well,
You're like, I can't get it to stop. I don't know what it is.
it'll fall out and cut a hole in a new tire or something. You know,
What?
you know my luck.
I didn't think about that one.
It's literally,
Your luck sucks.
it's gone forever. Hey, thanks, honey. Thanks for those words of encouragement.
Well, when you put your skill in there, it makes up for it, babe. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'm gonna head outside and help my son bleed his brakes. So we're gonna get that part done too.
There's crap all over me.
Not too bad. Ugh. To the line, to the line.
What line are you
Perfect.
looking
Right there in front, my little dots.
at? Those are just dirt marks.
What?
Those are just dirt marks.
Oh, I thought there was a line there. Well, it says full on the side, so I'm gonna go with that. You see a little button? I meant to do that, see? Like a prep.
I'll take care to bleed the front.
Aww. It's just an itty bitty baby motor.
Hear that intake?
Yeah, I hear that big, huge engine. He and Joan. Can you reach from there?
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be fun.
Just watch your eyeballs. That's all.
Ready when you are.
right. All right. Ooh, smooth straight to the floor. Did you get all that juice?
Yeah.
Close it. It's like I'm on a moon break. I'm going super fast. Okay. I don't think it's opening up. Oh, went to the floor. It worked.
Good.
Yeah, I see that on the ground.
Is it stiff?
Did you close it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we could use a little more.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting better though.
It's literally just facing straight up. Just right up on me. You held down?
No, I didn't pump it. Alright. Faster than light.
Have a small thing.
Okay. Oh, sounds like you're peeing out there. That was a good one.
I can't pour that cake when I get there.
He's all mad because he got his shirt dirty. It is a nice hoodie though.
You ain't any better?
Oh no, he said it is what it is.
Hey there.
Hey there, hi, welcome back.
Every time I cracked every single bleeder open, all fluid, every single one of them 3 times each caliper.
What'd you get figured out there?
Well,
While I'm
just
out there
trying
doing all
stuff
that
out.
hard work pushing that pedal. You know, it got harder every time I pushed it. It was like I was doing manual labor.
Could be a
I know.
pretty strenuous task he's doing there.
I know. Knuckle grabbing, steering wheel's got my prints.
Well, check this out, guys, before I forget. We're putting a new set of mains in this thing. 51 Modified 400. That's the Clevite number MS981P. They are a standard bearing. Make sure that you look at each and every one of your bearings. Make sure they're stamped STD, not for the disease, but for standard sizing. You never know when somebody puts a 10 under or something in your pack, you know? So we removed a pair of half groove mains. What that means is, see the groove in there? Then it goes halfway around the crank. So you can buy them like that. You can buy full groove mains. You can buy mains that ain't got no groove at all in them, all right? It just helps with the lubrication, circulation kind of thing. You gotta be careful if you have half groove mains or if you have a set of main bearings that only have a hole in them. The oiling comes from inside the block down to the crank. So you have to have your oil hole up at the top of the engine, not down in your main caps. Because if this were up in your engine and your oil supply line was coming in, it wouldn't be able to go in to your journal. So take your time, make sure that you have the grooved or the bearing with a hole in it up in top. In this case, we have full groove mains. Both the top and the bottom are grooved and they have the oiling holes in them. So
much nicer.
yeah, we can't mess these up. Oh, hey guys.
Didn't see you there.
Hey, check this out. Can you see that? What that is a 1/4-inch bolt
Yeah.
that I ground up. I use this to remove my bearings. I put this in an oil journal in the crank, and when you turn it the right way, it sits in there, and it just, you spin the crank and it goes up and pushes the bearing out to the top for you. Did I already say this, or did I say it in my head? See your oil journal hole there? You able to see that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what we do is we put that in here, and then we spin her to where it sits flat, just like that. And what that does is that goes up in there and it pushes that bearing out whenever you turn the crank. So, since I'm filming it, it'll probably fail epically. But yeah, you just hold that there so it don't fall out until it gets started. And you can see that it's going to go up in there in between the crank and the block, and it's going to roll that bearing out. Now the thing you got to watch is your bearing has locks on it, little locator locks.
Yeah.
So you can't obviously you can't push that up around. So you have to push from this side to push it out of the block, or else it'll wedge in there and then you'll have trouble. So you're going to push the opposite way of that little locator tab.
Right.
And it'll just roll it right on out of there for you. Get nice and slow, take her easy. See your bearing coming out. She'll come on around there and drop right out on you. All right, stick your little homemade bolt in the crank journal there. And you try to spin her up in there. Gotta keep pressure on it. You don't want it getting in between the crank and the bearing and spreading your bearing out. So if you see it starting to do that crap, you gotta give her an attitude adjustment, you know? Keep pressure on it. That's it, guys. That is how you roll an upper bearing half into an engine.
Which one is it?
Number 2, a little lubri plate.
Who doesn't like a number 2 every now and then? Makes you feel light and fluffy.
Yeah.
You make this look so easy.
It is kind of easy, but it doesn't keep me from complaining. Yeah. Ooh, movement. Okay. Don't want to score the crank. Let me get something here. Doctor, extracto plier, please. Yep. Special thanks for that pipe being in my way. Maybe I can get a hold of it. Maybe I can't, you know? There we go. Got her moving. Got her moving, guys. It's coming. She'll be coming on around the corner when she comes, you know? That's what they say. Ain't that what they say?
Yeah, but she never makes it. She stopped off with chocolate and coffee and everything else.
Yeah. She's a slacker. Okay. Okay, it's coming. There it is.
Mission Impossible. What?
Victory. All right, looky here. What you got here is you got a rear main seal. We're going to put this in the upper half. There is a right and a wrong way to do this, which I'm sure most of you are aware. Those of you who are not, you kind of want this lip groove. See the groove, how there's like a recessed groove in there? And there's not one on this side. You got like a little lippy-doo here. You want this little groove towards the inside of the engine. Imagine oil pressure pushing up against it, and then that would expand it to, but there's not oil pressure, but just pretend. Anyway, you want the groove towards the inside of the engine. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it functions properly. We got it.
I use too many words in my talk.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to roll it in the way we rolled it out, just backwards. Put a little bit of lubricate on it just so that the rubber ain't like sticky and giving me trouble getting up in there. That's going to be trouble enough getting it in there without all that stuff going on. So. All right, well, we got our rear main in. Put a wee little Dunbar TV on the tips of the rear main seal where they go together. It's still going to leak, but we did it anyway. Now we're just going to torque these mains. I think they torque at 105. We're just going to try like 3 increments, probably 60, 90, 105, something like that.
Oh, I heard it. It's just like cracking knuckles.
I'm going to need some Doan's pills tonight. Okay, same thing, guys, with the rod bearings. You got a little locator notch. Make sure it's in there. Make sure it's in the other side. Some engines have oilers in the rods, so some of your rod bearings will have a little dimple hole in it. Same deal. Make sure if you have a hole in your rod that the hole in your rod bearings corresponds with it, so you get oil flow. These do not. These are just a solid bearing, top and bottom, so can't mess it up. Notch on the rod cap corresponds with the notch on the rod. So You don't want to do this, you know, because that's bad. This is bad. You want it.
Are you meaning that towards me?
No, ma'am. Tighten them down even to your elbow cracks, and then they're good enough. In this case, 50 yugga-duggas. Rear end of my face on the limbo. Back's hurting.
Who doesn't like that?
Got all that work done. All right, well, we got all the bearings in, torqued down to improper specs, and cleaned the inside of the oil pan up. I usually just clean the outside up and leave the inside, you know, because you only see the outside, but clean the inside of the pan, clean the inside of the oil pan up. And we're going to put this dirty oil filter pickup on this new oil pump. I'm going to try to over tighten that as much as possible. And it'll be time to throw it all together. Don't forget, guys, on these Fords and probably most everything else, there's a gasket between the pump and the block. So don't forget that. Gotta hold your tongue just right to get this back up in there now. Oh, that's way easier than what it was coming out.
Pump it, baby, pump it.
What I can do.
Done. My bad. When's enough? Too much.
I don't know, until stuff blows apart, I guess.
Looks like it's blowing out the bottom part of the thingy.
Oh, there it comes. Okay, gotcha. That'll just fling everywhere. That's all right. Kaplonk. My hands are cramping up. I never took such a beating by a vehicle in my life.
She's a Bronco. She likes to kick more.
Get that work done.
I need to see what's filling it up.
Get that work done.
Oh, okay. I see it leaking
See what
out.
I'm doing, huh?
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Works?
Yeah.
Gotta give her what for, you know?
I popped right out.
Well, that's
It's all that.
This gem gets the gourmet oil. The Royal King Special Providence Automotive.
That means we don't love her as much as the others.
She gets the same treatment. None of them get good oil in it. This thing's lucky it's not used oil, a 55-gallon drummer here.
He's wonderful, isn't he?
That's what some of them get. What's the probability of a rod or a main knock, honey?
Since you rebought it, probably none.
Sarcasm! Right.
Fire it up, see what kind of oil pressure we get eventually, someday. Don't worry about that noise.
It's the exhaust. Oil pressure's going up. It's still rising. Well, it does have 30 weight. That probably is pretty thick, ain't it?
Yeah, straight 30 weight comes up a little slow. Little bit of lifter noise. I like that sound. Look at that, would ya? I see no leak, sweet mama.
I see no fuel. Oh, I love how she rocks. You see that?
That's right.
Watch the dash. That's what.
5 minutes later.
Struggle harder, so I can see. So I can smell. Watch that off.
Oh, that sounds awful.
All right. Don't have to bend them too bad. I need them for patrons. She is leaking a little bit out the back side. Hey. I was that old, I'd be leaking out my backside too, you know?
What's you over here doing, love?
Well, he's over here bending brake lines. Over there, bending them. I want to pull his gas line off. I was going to try to run that gas out, that old moldy gas, but it's hard to say how much of it's in there. So we get that out of there. It nauseates me knowing that it's in there. So I'm going to just hook a line to the tank and siphon it out and drain it on the floor while we're making lines.
So it's about to get all stinky up in here, huh?
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant, but certainly necessary.
I made my loop too low.
This is about this, right?
I mean, they all both look the same, kind of.
Which one does it look more like?
Whatever one your one feels like. You just have to imagine.
I would say that one was this one. Therefore, that one takes this fit, right?
That one, if it's this one, it takes that big one.
Look no worse than what I was making.
Looks like Roman noodles.
It's a little bit closer. My little loop-de-loop's a little lower though.
I think that Famoco Motor Parts is probably going to try to get a hold of you to try to make them. And mass production for them is Concours show car quality restoration parts.
There you go. Ooh, second hot.
Nothing describes the way that tastes. Nothing.
It don't look like Kool-Aid, that's for
Of
sure.
course, it won't keep running. There we go.
That looks good.
Got her now. Yeah, it smells like feet that was up the butt with an infection on both parts. Don't have to bend them too bad. I need them for patrons. So, like, we could have just chopped them in half and just guessed, basically. That's pretty close there, but
Brake lines are not my forte.
Well then.
What is that?
I don't get it.
Looks like Helen Keller did the freaking brake lines.
Hey, Charles. We're here to pump you up.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that a fart?
Taco Tuesday down in there.
I can smell some residue.
I know his brake lines are going to just fit right in place. So, like, we'll just jam it in there, put them, and that'll just screw right in. And
If those brake lines could be any closer, they'd be made by machine.
yeah, they look factory bent.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Nothing there.
This one goes on this side. Maybe not. very close.
Oh, that's really close. That's looking good. Really looking nice.
How close are we to the block?
Well, probably the 6 feet that you're away from that is probably about the same distance. Yes. I think we're on the wrong side of that clutch spring here with that one, I guess. Since it's poking into the oil pan, so.
That's gotta be the weirdest way I've seen anybody lay on a creeper. Use your teeth.
Guess we should have took that off.
Is it empty?
No, it's full, pretty much.
Oh.
Right, go ahead and start pumping. Go, there's some air. Go ahead, pump it. Hold it.
I ain't done pumping yet.
Well, pump it faster.
I've got fluid flat. I can see it shooting clear up the ceiling.
You left the master cylinder.
You go ahead, let off.
It's coming out of there.
Right out of this line, because it's the point.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
That's the wrong way.
Oh! You wanna know why?
There ain't no flare.
There ain't no flare on this brake line.
There ain't no flare on the brake line.
Must have got over tightened. You gotta watch them copper ones. They'll eat the end right off of that brake line.
Hey, you put this one on.
It probably stuck on the old brake line when I took it off.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta make a brake line then.
Yep.
Let me down out here. Sometimes you want to get higher. Yeah, sometimes you gotta start low.
And I got news, you never gotta go. Come on, baby.
I will not make another line. I will use one that's 8 feet long, and a 2 foot long application. Tell me what to do.
At least I tried.
Don't make fun of me, I got feelings.
This shouldn't catch on nothing.
That'll help hold on there. Perfect. I can't say I hate that, the way it looks. I mean, I'm not real proud of it, but
I don't think it'll catch on anything. Should be good to go.
it kind of resembles what we got going on up here, you know? If anybody's familiar with that. Yep, she fits right in, right at home. Right at home is that piece. She's pumped up.
You can't tell if we got a leak here somewhere or what.
Maybe it's come out the master cylinder? Think? Or did you put the lid on?
Lid's on.
Should I hold it till I throw up, or can I leave off?
You can leave off, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded awful.
yeah, pump it.
Is that what you hear in the bathroom?
Usually. Oh,
Dang.
I missed the cup. You want some coffee?
I don't even know why you're holding that. Ew. Looks like someone went to the bathroom in there.
That was the old brake fluid that came out of it.
Ugh.
Yep.
Was not me. All right, guys. Well, we got all the brake lines done, curled, fitted, and all the fittings put on. There was a couple that was leaking, but they wrapped it up, and they really did a good job. So, got those bled, and now we're about to do our favorite part, which is almost completely the ending for now. Until that one there said there's something else might pop up. But my favorite part is the bling bling and the shine. Check it out.
Hot dog.
You see that? That's like a diamond ring, baby. She got a glow and a shine. And our unusual part, we got lots of tread.
Look at them skid.
I can stick my finger in that tread.
See that? See them tires, weight loaders? Tell the world what you paid for those 4 tires, honey.
150 bucks.
150 bucks for 4 31 10 50 15s, raised white letters with brand new tread. Don't say you never won the lottery, sweet mama.
Told you I was gonna play tomorrow.
And lift and bend. That baby's looking sharp. Oh, honey. Wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
I'd like to say it looks like a whole new Bronco, but you know, your head's like right by a spot that you can cover up. Daily driver with tread, safe, brakes, new filters, new oil. Oh, she's gonna be a fresh machine. She's gonna treat us so good. I know she is. She's not gonna be a bucking Bronco. She's gonna run smooth. Oh yeah.
Actually, it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. She looks good, honey.
It's got that typical Ford back end higher than the front end.
She's gonna be turning heads.
Oh, you see what I see?
I'm wondering why the lift wouldn't come down.
Jeez.
I mean, Tom.
Professional. Dang.
Well, guys, first ride after 13 years. We got everything screwed on, buttoned down, tied down, zip ties, everything else. What do you think, honey? How she run?
So far, so good.
Well, after rod bearings and what is it? Filters and gaskets and carburetor and oh my, tires, brakes. She better do something. And on this road, we're about to find out because Betty Knox ain't nothing to play around with. You know? What do you think, Chevelle? She ain't got nothing to say. She's speechless. I think she drives good. I could possibly see her being a daily.
Later.
Okay, so maybe I spoke too soon.
Plug clear shut. Oh man.
Well, I guess she ain't dailying today.
No, it's like any day but today, you know?
She's like, I need another year.
That thing's hot. Yeah, that element on that other filter is like flopping around in there. So whatever would have got in there would have just got right through there and right up into that filter, which I don't think I have anything to take it out with.
Oh boy. I wonder if there's anybody coming.
Hey, at least it's not raining, right?
Right, or hailing.
Yeah. Ooh, what we got here? Oh, baby. Get you some of that, huh?
One of these days your lips are gonna fall off. Wait until the people start stopping and saying, hey, you need help? Hey, you need help? Oh wait, that was back in the day. You might not get that now.
Yeah. Pay game money is what they'll say now. Wonder when we're not going to be the spectacles of the town anymore, you know? I mean, people's not alarmed to see us like sitting beside the road, you know? Pretty commonplace. Well, the problem is all these mountain roads back here are like hairpin turns and you can't see around them, and if you break down in the middle of them, then you're a sitting duck, you know? Somebody's gonna slam into you. It did shut off in a good place, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It's a fun looking fuel line right there.
Yeah, filter, not so much.
Well,
I was wondering there's freaking jelly and Kool-Aid in there.
I don't know, but I guess that's the price you pay for driving totally illegal down the road. I mean,
do that
not
part.
that we're doing that right now, just saying, like, if you were illegal and you broke down, that's probably why.
Mercy. Oh my. It just gets better the more you turn around. Ew. You would never know that was brand new. Oh look, and detached. Dang, right?
Gotta throw you off through the carburetor now since this failed us miserably.
It's like half the truck in there.
All right, well, try to get on the mountains with it and get her back home.
Round two.
Want to get a couple of glory picks sitting here along the road, eh?
No, not really. I'm a little disappointed. Well, we didn't make it that far. What was that? 5 seconds?
Yeah, we never got that far.
Hey, look at the beautiful view.
Sure is pretty out here.
Your brother went to bed for work. How's it now?
I don't know. I'd have to say a pump's probably shot. Filled up or something. Maybe find hook that hose and unhook it there and blow through her backwards and see what shoots out that pump, huh? Since that filter left us down.
Sounds like a good idea. Your face is all red.
Yep. Can't blow through the pump. Is that good or bad? Probably ain't supposed to be able to, are you?
I have a clue on that one, baby. What are you doing back here?
All right, Mama.
Daddy's out here working. So it turns out there's a gentleman who stopped to see if we're okay. That's really unheard of lately. So he's going to give him a ride to the garage to get the truck to come get back and save me and Chevelle. It's nice to know that there's still loving people out there. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to wait till he gets back. I'm going to sit here alongside the road, listen to this beautiful creek, and yeah, I'll watch for my watchdog back there, who's a good protector. Hi, Chevelle. What do you think? This sucks. I want this to be a daily driver. I love this Bronco. What do you think, girl? She just wants to play in the creek in the woods. She don't care. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to wait for him to get back. Ain't got no food, ain't got no water. Ain't even got no service. I ain't got no service, so yeah, this is awesome. First run after 13 years, epic fail. Here he comes to save the day. He come back for us. We get hit by a car. Oh, you know who that is. It's Daddy. You're alive, honey. And he come to save the day.
Isn't that scary, is it?
A little bit. Perfect stranger? Nah, nothing to worry about.
Texas plates? Nah, it's fine.
Ooh.
I didn't even check to see if I had a chain. I assumed I did.
What? Oh no.
Was you nervous?
A little bit. It's been a long time.
Thinking somebody's going to come kidnap you and the dog?
I'm thinking I shouldn't stay up so late watching Criminal Minds. That's all I can say. It's gonna stress me out.
Go slow.
Okay.
Pull up a little bit. Hold on, girlie. Well, did not turn out as planned. But hey, we're only 200 miles from home, you know, in the middle of the woods. Power brakes, power steering. We're fine, right? Where's the 4-ways out on this thing? Don't you just love old vehicles? Look at her going like a pro, huh? She's doing good, doing good. Blind corner. We gotta take her. Slow down, buddy. I mean, dangerous. Got laws around here, you know. Scuff my vehicle. Yeah, I'm getting close, guys. Won't be long now. I'm just trying to keep some tension in that Kevlar strap we're hooked to. I can see the reflection of it in that Magic Finger auto body repair paint job on the back of that Ram there. Thanks, Steve, for making her nice and shiny. I can see the tension in the strap. As long as I keep tension in there, we won't lose the strap. We'll make her home just fine. Happy to get to this garage of my life. Good job, sweet mama.
Never seen me more gray hairs in my life.
I figured you might be a little bit nervous.
A little bit.
I had her zoomed in there. Yeah, it pulled all right. We came down over the hill and I just pulled the clutch, let the clutch out. It wasn't running, but it was spinning hard enough to make vacuum for the backing brakes.
I kept sitting there waiting for a tug. I was like, I don't feel it pulling out, feel the resistance. It's just floating.
That was nice and smooth. Good job, mama.
Well, guys, he came back. Me and Chevelle got rescued, and he's in one piece.
And my face is still on my head. Nobody cut my face off to use it for a mask.
No lotion on the skin.
Puts the lotion on its skin. Now!
All one piece. Kind of bummed out, guys, but not really mortified. This thing, I knew the tank was jacked up. I knew it was full of rust and whatnot. And I know that a tank and a filter and maybe a pump and a carburetor and an engine and a transmission rear end will get this thing fixed and back on the road in no time.
That's way too much. So for now, if you feel sorry enough for us, maybe you can give us a share, like, and subscribe. Maybe pass us on to some friends and family, and maybe make our day a little better.
That'd make me feel better. And be sure to tune in, guys. We've got some parts on order coming in the mail for this thing. We'll get her up and running in no time. And we got some pretty awesome will it runs in the works as we speak. stop back, guys. We'll see you then.